What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's training. My name is Jerry from Perpetual Intent Marketing, and today I'm going to show you A to Z on how to run a chatbot advertisement. Yes, it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to be doing some widescreen stuff with this, like just me, and then we're actually going to go through literally everything you need to know, steps A to Z on running this advertisement. So stick around. It's going to be a sweet, sweet video. If you guys are watching this now on live or anywhere, you guys have questions, pop those questions down in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to get to every single one and possibly create some new videos around some good questions that can create a whole entire video. All right, so let's pop right into it. Okay, so here we are inside of our account. If you guys do not have an Ads Manager account, you guys will obviously need to create one. All right, now for some of you guys, if you need to create one, or you guys are just getting into running advertisements and you're asking, should I be running advertisements? Is this a good idea? And I want to tell you guys that no matter if you're running chatbot campaigns like I'm going to show you how to do right now, or if you guys are running lead gen campaigns or whatever it is, whatever you guys want to run, now is an incredible time to get in the market and run your own advertisements. Lead costs are extremely cheap. So whether you're generating a high volume of leads using lead ads or running traffic to a website, or if you are looking for super high quality vetted leads from a chatbot like I'm going to show you on this, you guys have a huge opportunity right now because a ton of people, local businesses, have pulled out of the advertising market, meaning ads are very cheap and people are receptive to this stuff right now. All right, so let's go ahead and walk through. We're going to start with our create button, right? I know, create. All right, that's going to get us into our ads area here. All right, so what this is, this first page, I'm going to do a little description of each and every single section. And again, if you guys have questions, you know what to do. Hit those in the comments section down below. All right, so this is where we're going to pick our marketing objective. All right, and when you say marketing objective, that means what do we want our advertisements to do? All right, and this is obviously really important because if you pick the wrong objective at the very end, when you are actually creating your advertisement, you will not get to do what you want. All right, because this objective is telling Facebook what you want to do after that. All right, so traffic would be like traffic to a website. Conversions would be a little more advanced website stuff. If you guys are interested in that, let me know down in the comment section. This is a pretty cool concept of a marketing objective, but again, it is a little more complicated. So beginners, don't go there, don't mess with it. More advanced guys, if you want to know more about it, let me know down in the comment section down below. Lead generation, here's your basic Facebook lead gen stuff. And then Messenger, right? This is what we're going to be using here, Messenger. All right, so let's go ahead and click this. And we want to drive traffic to a Messenger campaign because what we're going to do is we're going to push these people to a chatbot. In this chatbot sequence, the objective really of a chatbot is to push people to the chatbot and to allow them to filter themselves out. Right? This is for people who want quality leads, right? Because some person's going to go at the very beginning of the chat sequence and it's going to say, hey, guess what we're talking about? We're talking about insurance. We're going to talk about comparing quotes and get you the best coverage, right? And after the bot says this multiple times while asking them information questions, what's your birth dates? Are you a smoker, non-smoker, whatever questions you guys want to ask, as we continue to talk about insurance and talk about getting quotes and affordable rates, this person knows that, okay, I'm talking about paying for an insurance policy, right? So by the end of the conversation, when you say, okay, give me your phone number, that person is ready to go and they give you their phone number. Hey, we're going to talk about these quotes. Let's hop on a call. What's your phone number? They know what's up, right? Okay, so back to this. Campaign name, here's what you're gonna where you're gonna name it. I like to have a naming structure to my campaigns and stuff, right? It's good for organization. For you guys who are just starting out, won't be that important, but down the road, if you guys have a bunch of campaigns, you want to see what's going on, usually I will choose by the location that I'm running in, all right? So I'm gonna put Ohio. So this is a Messenger campaign for Ohio. All right, and again, we're going to use Ohio for all of our examples because that's where I live, baby. Columbus. Here we are. All right. Next one, campaign budget optimization. All right. they have been flip-flopping on this. You have to do it, you don't have to do it, you have to do it, you don't have to do it. And now they are back to you do not have to use campaign budget optimization, right? So you can flip this on or off depending on your skill level. But for us, we're just going to be making one ad. So leaving it on is not going to be that big of a deal. All right. This is where you're going to choose your daily budget. All right. So you have a few options here when you're choosing budget. You can choose daily budget or lifetime budget. The only chance that or the only reason you would choose lifetime budget is if you wanted to run it on a schedule, run ads on a schedule, meaning you only want your chatbot to be working while somebody or while you are working, right? So let's say that you're working an 8 to 6 o'clock time frame, right? You only want leads to come in while you're working, all right? If that doesn't matter to you, use the daily budget, all right? Daily budget will get you cheaper leads, but lifetime budget is going to get you leads in a specific time frame, right? Again, working hours, right? So daily budget, just choose whatever daily budget you want, and that's going to spend that daily, all right? That's how that's going to work. We're going to do lifetime budget because it's a little more complicated, so I want to try to give you guys some cool stuff here. So lifetime budget. How do we know how much we want for our lifetime budget, all right? This is really, really important to think about because they do make you pick a start and end date. All right, so let's say hypothetically that we wanted to run our ads for 2 weeks. All right, let's use a 2-week sample. All right, and we want to run them Monday through Friday for 2 weeks straight. All right, that gives you 10 days of running, 10 days, okay? 10 days of running. And let's say that you wanted to spend $50 a day. I would say that's too low, but let's say that you want to spend $50 a day. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to say $50 a day times 10 days is $500, right? And so now when you run this on the schedule, they're going to try to divide out your budget based off of this lifetime budget, all right? Now here's where you have to be careful. If you turn the campaign off for a week and you turn it back on the second week and it still has $500 in its lifetime budget to spend that week, it will accelerate spend and spend it all. All right, so when you're running on a schedule, know what's up and know what you're doing because it does get a little tricky. Okay, if you guys want more details about that, comment section, you know where it's at. All right, so now we're going to go show more options. Delivery type. Can do, let's see, lowest cost. Yep, okay, that's good. Ad scheduling, this is the one I want. All right, so run ads all the time or run ads on a schedule. Okay, so you can click that, and that will now allow us in the next area to actually place it on a schedule, all right? So you need to have this selected. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. And just for you guys, there is a good chance that your guys's business manager looks very different than mine, okay? Because that's just how things are. Business managers are different, but again, overall, you guys will be able to get through this, okay? So, ad set name. I'm going to name this the location and the people that I'm targeting. So Ohio, let's say 55 plus. And if I were going to use some type of demographic, okay, let's say that I wanted to use a demographic of married. Okay, I wanted to go for Ohio people who are 55 and older and they are married. Okay, we're going to scroll down and I'm going to show you where to do all of that stuff. Okay, so that's just our name there. That's just our category. This hasn't done anything. This is just named our ad set, all right? And when you think of ad set, you want to think of ad set is our targeting, where and who we are targeting, all right? So we scroll down, and you're going to see the audience area. Custom audiences, leave that. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to use it, all right? Location, this one is important. Hit this edit button right here. First things first. This little tricky guy here on the top, people living in this location, recently in this location, always people living in this location, all right? People living in this location for you guys selling insurance. This is obviously what you want. You don't want people, if you use the other one, recently in this location or traveling in this location, that means they could be driving through the town or the city or the state. You obviously don't want those people, all right? Next, we're just going to select the location. So if we wanted to do Ohio, we're going to type in Ohio, click Ohio, and boom, there is Ohio selected. That easy. Let's say that we wanted to do Columbus, Ohio, all right? Columbus, go Bucks, baby. Columbus, Ohio, there it is. Boom. And now we have a radius around Columbus, Ohio. Okay, just like that. We want to increase this radius, click on it, boom, all the way up to 50 miles. We want to decrease this radius, boom, all the way down to 10 miles, all right? Let's say that we don't want to do it right there. We want to go somewhere else. Hit this little drop a pin button, and you can now drop a pin in any location. Let's go down here to London, good old London, Ohio. I don't know what's down in London, Ohio. I live right where that pin's at. But let's say we want to go to London, and you can drop this pin, and you can move your radius now, again, down to 1 mile, or you can go all the way up to 50 miles. All right, and there it is. If you want to do multiple pins, you can do that. You want to do multiple states, you guys can do that. All right, really cool, very, very simple. For the sake of this, I'm just going to do Ohio. Okay, there it is. Beautiful Ohio. All right, scrolling down to the next one. Here we are with our age group here, selecting the age of the users you want to see this. If you hit edit, you can hit the drop down menu and select any age that you want to, 50 and older, 55 and older, whatever it is. You can only choose 65 plus, that is where it maxes out. So if you want to do 64 and younger, 65 and plus could mean they could be 100, all right? That's just the way it is. There's no getting around it. Genders, if you wanted to select different genders, you can do all, you can do men, or you can do women, just like that. And what you'll see over here is your audience is populating. So right now I'm advertising to 1.9 million people, all right, which is a good size audience. Usually a couple million people will get you a very, very good result. Now, if you're a local agent, you guys can go down to probably, let's call it 30 to 50,000 in your audience. If you go much lower than that, your ads are probably going to get pretty expensive unless your targeting and stuff is very, very good. All right, so try to keep the audience up if you are going local, but most of you guys right now are probably transitioning to telesales, so you guys should be fine. All right, if we hit this show more options here, where is our targeting? Let's see here. Where's it at? And this is the interesting thing. Sometimes, again, things move, and that's A-okay. You like advanced combinations. There we go. So if you click that little edit button, that will allow you to access the demographics. All right, so if we click here, if you wanted to do targeting, like for this one, we're going to do married, right? You can type it in, or you can browse as well. So relationship status, married, clicking that. All right, so now you can see my audience size has now dropped down to 630,000 people. So it's cut it into 1/3 of the people here. Now, when we're talking about demographic testing and audience testing, you guys need to kind of know what you're doing, all right? But if you do know what you're doing, this is a good area to choose demographics. So you can go browse here. You can see all the demographics. You can see education level. So you could say, I want people who study a specific field of study, or have a college grad degree, or a high school degree, or in college, or in high school, or have a master's degree, right? And because you can't specifically select income here, you can make some generalizations, and don't get mad at me, guys, all right? I'm just trying to tell you how it is. You can make some generalizations assuming that people with master's degrees or specific degrees have a certain set of income, and people who don't may have a different set of income, all right? You make those connections, you make those associations, you what you want, all right? Financials, this does give us some income for zip codes. This hasn't worked extremely well unless you're doing it across the US, but you guys can try it if you'd like. Life events, relationships, work status, interests, what are they interested in, behaviors. I don't know if any of these would really apply to us right now. Probably not, all right? So the other thing you can do is you can also exclude people, right? So you can say, I want to include only people who are married, but I want to exclude people who have an education degree of a master's degree, all right? Let's say that. And so that took out 30,000 people. And again, if you're making income associations, maybe this could help you, okay? All right, so let's scroll it down. Languages, we're going to keep it on all languages. It will default to English because we're advertising in the US. But if you guys want to do Spanish, that's where you do it at right there. And this is for people, they must speak the language and they have their Facebook settings on Spanish, okay? Automatic placement, you can choose this, but I typically like to run manual placements for the messenger. I have seen them pop up on Instagram, but you guys will need an account to run ads there. If you want to do that, if you don't have that account, you guys can uncheck that box. And then I would just stick it like this. I would take out stories, okay, uncheck those, leave it here in the feeds in the marketplace, and I think it takes it out of the messenger as well. All right, so just leave it like that. That would be my suggestion to you, okay? Scroll it on down. Now, here is where we get to the good stuff, the cool stuff, right? We're going to set a schedule in a time frame that we want to run these ads, right? So we want to optimize for conversations. That means we want to generate people who actually enter the chat sequence, right? If somebody clicks on an advertisement and doesn't click again on the chat sequence, that does not equal a conversation, all right? They have to actually hit the button and say, yes, I am actually interested in this, and then they are opted into the conversation, right? So we're going to go for conversations. We're going to leave it like that. Schedule, we're going to run it on schedule. Now, if you guys are running it daily, you guys don't have to do this. If you guys are just running it day to day and you don't want to worry about the schedule, don't pick a start and end date. Just let it rip, okay? For me, let's say that I want to run it for 2 weeks, and I'm going to start on the 6th. I want to start at 8 a.m. Okay, so we're just selecting our time frame here. Pretty simple, pretty standard stuff. Okay, and I want to run it from the 6th, and I want to run it for 2 weeks. So this is 1 week here, and this is the 2nd week here. I'm going to stop it on Friday at 5 p.m. Just like that. All right. I want to run ads in the viewer's time schedule, or I want to use this account's time schedule. All right. For me, if I'm running in Ohio, I want to use my viewer time schedule because that's where I'm at too. This says Pacific time. I'm not sure why it does. Yours will probably say your own standard time. But if you guys are running in a different location, you guys can use this. But I would probably use your account's schedule, right? Because if you're running it somewhere else, you still are working the same hours. It's not like you're shifting your clock. But be cognizant of this, that you don't want to run ads at 6 in the morning for some locations, okay? Probably won't perform very well. So if we go 8 o'clock, and we're just going to drag this bar over, we're going to go 8 to 6, let's say, and we're just going to drag it down. Boom, just like that. So this highlighted is the hours that this advertisement will run. So it will not run the weekends. And you guys can just grab and drag and do whatever you want, right? It's just like a little coloring book. And choose whatever hours you want to run it on. And it will now take that budget that you have distributed, and it's going to try to spend it in this time frame in these allotted hours. All right? Pretty cool stuff. All right? Pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and continue. And again, this, guys, as you're watching this stuff is not super complicated, right? It's not super tough. It's not super difficult. So again, if you're at that period where you're thinking like, okay, should I be running these advertisements? Should I be doing this? Why should I do this now? This is the time. You guys are inside, and ads are extremely cheap, extremely cheap. So if you guys are looking for quality leads, chatbots are some of the best advertised leads that you guys can generate, all right? Because they go through an entire conversation. I'm going to show you guys here in 1 second. If you guys want volume of leads, you guys can do lead gen campaigns. But right now, I'm telling you, it's extremely, extremely cheap, all right? You're going to cut costs for about 30 to 40% on what we typically generate. That's what we're seeing the past 2 weeks for lead costs, right? We're generating some lead gen leads for around $3 to $4, and chatbot leads are $10 to $15 right now. Typically, chatbot leads will run $15 to $25 because, again, they are highly filtered leads. And the other ones will run anywhere between $5 to $8 on a statewide basis. So if you guys are kind of in the mindset like, should I do this? Is this the time? It is the time, all right? Ad name. You guys can name this by the picture or the ad copy or whatever it is you want to do. you guys can put that here. All right. You're going to select the page you want to run it from, and if you're doing IG, you put that here as well. Okay. Now we're going to create our advertisement. Yeah, baby. We're going to create some ads. Okay. So really simple to create an advertisement here. All right. First thing you're going to see is the media area. We're going to add media. This is where we're going to add a picture, right? We want a picture or a video. If you guys are doing video, awesome. If you guys are great on camera and you guys know what you're talking about, if you guys done this before, videos work extremely well. If you're terrible on camera, haven't done videos before, and haven't done any self-marketing before, do pictures, okay? That's my advice to you. All right, so we're going to add an image, and really cool. We can go up here to this account images and go to stock photos, and we can search Shutterstock is basically what it is. So Facebook has allowed you to use Shutterstock images for free, which is amazing. Okay, really cool. So let's say that we want to do happy grandpa. Whoop. Happy grandpa. What happened? Uh-oh, we froze. There we go. Grandpa. Oh man, we're crawling right now. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Not in the middle of the tutorial. Okay, there we go. 20 minutes in would be a terrible time to crash. There we go. All right. Happy grandpa. All right, and I'm not going to go over ad copy and headlines and pictures. We've done a ton of videos on those. If you want to see those videos, go check out our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. We have a bunch of different videos on that, so I'm not going to get into this, but we want to find something that's appealing, something that draws some emotion, something that evokes some response, right? This guy's happy. I like this one. We've tested out happy pictures and sad pictures and stuff like that. And typically the image, what we see is the image needs to stop them, right? It needs to stand out, which this one doesn't really stand out too much because of the background. But it also needs to be kind of congruent, maybe is a good word for it, where it needs to seem like it fits, right? It seems like it's in place. Like this guy, this seems like he's in place, right? If you chose this guy because it stands out, this guy right here, this might be too much, right? We've seen stuff, happy ones work, but not to this extreme, right? So find the ground in between this and this if you're going to go with happy. But again, there's a ton of other options you guys could use for pictures. Okay, we're just going to go with that. Primary text, this is where we're going to pick our ad copy. I'm not going to go over the ad copy. Ad copy goes here, put it in there, put 1 to 2 emojis in there, add some space when you guys are doing ad copy. Watch this. So if we want to put our top line here and we want to put our second line here, I'm going to give you guys a nice little fire tip right now. Second line here. So what you can see is Facebook they mush it together when we go out of there. Yep, there it is. Maybe not. I think you guys are seeing it as I'm seeing it, where they want to mush it. There it is. And there it's not there. Well, typically when they post it, they will mush the text together. So if you put a little dash there, that is going to secure your space and let this top line stand out for you. All right. Headline. This is the text that goes down here in that bottom area right here. Okay, so you want to basically encompass or draw some attention or raise some curiosity here. Curiosity. Putting a deadline, stuff like that works. Again, check out our other videos if you guys want to know more about that. Add an emoji here. Definitely put an emoji here. Nothing crazy. Something in between crazy in your face and bland. Okay, that's the sweet spot that we're looking for, so that it is believable. Right? You guys got firecrackers and rockets going off, and a guy here partying. Right? It's gonna get people's attention. They're gonna be like, "Whoa, what is this?" But when they get their attention, who cares? It doesn't, they're not going to respond and give you information from an advertisement that looks crazy like that, right? Okay. So, call to action. This is our button here. Learn more. Learn more. Just use learn more. Okay? That's how it is. Okay. Cool. Now we get to the sweet stuff. All right. This is where we're going to create our chatbot. So you guys got a couple options here. for creating our chatbot, you guys have the option to create one inside of Facebook, which is the simple way. I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. You guys have the option to use almost a lead gen style form, which can be right here, and that's where actually you're collecting specific data points, and Facebook will give suggestions on what to put in. Also good. Or you guys use ManyChat or ChatFuel, right? These are chatbot programs that actually produce, really good quality chatbots. Which one do I recommend? Obviously, ManyChat is what we use, right, and our clients use, and that's the one we found the simplest and most effective to get the stuff done. So if you guys have worked with ManyChat before, if you haven't, we're going to have some tutorials on that. But you're just going to take a piece of code where you go to Advanced JSON Setup, and you're literally just going to paste the code into here, and you're going to hit save and finish, and then your chatbot is done. It is uploaded into here, right? If we want to actually create one, pretty simple, guys. Like this stuff, I know you're watching me do it and teach you, but it's straightforward stuff, right? As you're looking at it, you're like, okay, what do I do next? Well, I would probably hit create chat. Okay, cool. So what do I do now? Greetings. Welcome people to conversation with a greetings, an image, or a video. All right, so this one, we can do text only, text and image, text and video. Again, you can do all this stuff inside of the other one as well. And so you can say, hey, how can I help you, right? You can add a customer's name to customize it. Pretty simple stuff here. So you can see add customer's name there. If you click that, you can put first name, last name, or full name. I recommend just using first name, all right? Now, after this, you guys can create some questions. You can see they populate over here with some automated responses, meaning when they click this, they will then generate an auto response. This is cool, but this probably is not going to really get you a lead. This is not really what we're looking for. So I'm going to go back out just for a second and show you the generate lead side. All right. So let's go ahead and create chat here for the generate lead. So you guys are going to use one of the two, right? If you guys are just starting out, you want to go basic, you want to try this, you want to test it out, do the generate lead stuff. You guys want to do it right. You guys want to get good results. Work on ManyChat, figure that stuff out, get a slick bot going, get some ads pimped out, and use the advanced JSON setup, okay? So let's go ahead and create chat. I'm going to show you how to do this here. So we're going to go text only. Say, hi, Jerry. You can, again, we're asking questions. Please answer a few questions so we get to know you better. So we could say, we'll leave it at that, sure. And then the first question is going to be the city, right? This is the field that we're looking for. See that? And it says, where do you live? And so when they open up the messenger, it will say Columbus for me. It will say Columbus. So they just have to click there, and then it will put that text or put that information in. So if you're looking for a phone number or whatever, if they have that information stored, then it will populate down here. Okay? So we are not going to use city. Let's go ahead and pick one of these. So you can do short answer options. You can do phone number. You can do email address. All of that stuff, right? It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So let's say that we wanted to have a short answer question. And let's say that we wanted to say, who are you looking for insurance for? You or a loved one? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, my grammar is on the mediocre side. Okay, my spelling is too. And I'm doing this fast. I'm not doing this for tech stuff, all right? So if you see a spelling error or something grammatically incorrect, just bear with me, okay? All right, so short answer, who are you looking for? Who you or a loved one, right? They're going to respond, and it's going to save that answer. It will save that answer. Now, here's where the problem comes in, where this is not as good as like a ManyChat. ManyChat will allow you to divert the conversation accordingly, right? According to their short answers or their responses, it will give them a different type of response. So it seems more human, right? So if they say you or a loved one in this here, you can't say, great, I know that you're looking for a loved one. Let's get some information on them. Or I know that you're looking for you. Let's get some information on you. You just have to ask a general question, right? And that's where this becomes not as effective as a ManyChat, because it doesn't seem like a real person, right? And that's where this works really well, is when you use this chat sequence and you filter out people, but it seems like it's you talking, right? That's what they want. They want to see, they want to feel like it is you on the conversation. You are talking and chatting back and forth with them. When they feel like that, and then they give you their phone number, right? And they say, and you say, great, you've already said insurance 3 times. You said we're going to compare quotes. It's affordable. It's great. I'm licensed. Here's a picture of me. When you said all that stuff and you say, great, let's go ahead and hop on a call. What is your phone number? And they give you the phone number and you call them. They think that it's just a transition from chat to the phone. But what it really is a bot working, and then the bot is just sending you the people who are qualified. So think of this as a filter. A lot of people use call schedulers or people to kind of filter out their leads, right? Or set appointments, appointment setters, stuff like that. This is what that does. But it costs, it doesn't cost you, it costs you $10 a month to use ManyChat, right? Pretty awesome, pretty cheap, and pretty effective, right? So let's go back in here to this area here. If you guys have any questions too, again, comments section, please. If you guys like this stuff, if you guys could give me like a thumbs up on this post, that would be really appreciated, whether you're watching it on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you guys haven't liked or subscribed to our page, again, on whatever platform you guys are on, if you guys could show us some love, that would be super appreciated. We really do appreciate any engagement you guys could give us. That will help us do more of these videos and give you more content like this, all right? So if you like it, you know what to do. Okay, so short answer, who are you looking for? We got that. We're going to add another question, okay? Let's say that we want to know their age. I don't know if it's going to give the age option, gender, company name, options. Doesn't look like it. But you can do an options area where you can give multiple suggestions, which might be good for this one. So if we want to enter a question, who are you looking for? Okay, myself or loved one. Okay, so this could be actually a decent option. Where you have bubbles here with options, okay? So maybe that question would be better set like this, all right? Okay, add another question. Let's say they want to know now, and again, you guys need to make this as a conversation, and that's not what this tutorial is about. Jason's going to do some more tutorials about how this conversation should look and give you guys suggestion on what this text would look like, but you want to make this feel like a conversation, right? This is not, you don't want this to feel like a bot. You don't want this to feel structured. You want to feel like a conversation. Okay? So let's say that we got through all this stuff. We want to get the phone number. We want to say, okay, what is your phone number? And it's going to give them the suggestion to click on their phone number. Okay? So you're going to go through this, get all the questions, get all the conversational pieces. Again, we're not going to do this in this tutorial. We will do it in another one. If you guys want that, if you guys are like, heck yes, I want that tutorial, let us know down in the comments saying, I want the ManyChat tutorial, right? I want the ManyChat tutorial. If you guys want to put a little, what do they call it? Not the emojis, the little funny things. Oh, what are they called? Anyways, you guys will, the little 3-second clips, give me a funny one down below. That would be cool too. All right? So you're going to go through, put your conversations, all of that stuff, save and finish. All right? It's going to say you do need a privacy policy for this if you do lead gen. All right? So we do actually have another video for that as well. Look up privacy policy on our YouTube channel, and we have a full video and an exact replica privacy policy for you guys to copy. Okay, so once you put that in there, you'll accept the terms, you'll click that, save and finish, and then you guys, I'm going to cancel out, but you guys want to hit save and finish. And then you guys are done, literally done. You go down here, you hit the publish button. It's not going to let me do it now, but you hit confirm, and that's it. All right, you guys have literally just created your first chatbot advertisement. Simple, right? Simple stuff. All right, so if you guys like this, again, please, some engagement would be cool. If you guys want to learn more about this, you want to skip the headache and all the process, we do have an entire course that does all of this for you. Copy and paste all of our proven chatbots, all of our proven advertisements, advanced advertising walkthroughs and stuff like that on a much, much higher level than I just showed you here. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can get all the details. We have a full description at fexbot.com, fexbot.com. All right, so go check that out, fexbot.com, and yeah, you guys will be able to schedule an appointment there if you guys are interested in talking more about that. Besides that, comments down in the comment area. See you guys next time. Hope you guys are, making it through, having a good week so far. See you guys soon.